So I just read Alpharius, Head of the Hydra by Mike Brooks, and boy oh boy was it a wild ride. Alpharius' Primarch novel is very weird in that it is somewhat similar to a diary. The book is not just written from the perspective of the Alpha Legion's Primarch, it's also completely written in first person. Furthermore, the book is more like a collection of connected short stories rather than just one big story. There's even some additional commentary from the main character in between these, well, sort of short stories. I found this diary style of writing work perfectly for this Primarch, considering we're talking about the Alpha Legion here after all. It gave the author room to give us a glimpse at what exactly is going on in the head of the Hydra, while also meaning that in the end, the entire novel could just as well be a lie, really. Furthermore, the execution was near perfect. The Primarch is written in a very believable manner that also makes him the perfect leader of the Alpha Legion. The main character is amazing at reading people and manipulating them to get things to go the way that he wants them to. He's clever, pragmatic, and a master schemer with some arrogance mixed in, as is, well, typical of the Primarchs really. His Legion is of course an extension of him, and because of that the Legion is constructed in a very different way than the other Legions. From the way that they win their wars, to their hierarchy, to the way they act during diplomacy, it's all very unique. The book helps to flesh out the reasoning behind the Alpha Legion, while also setting everything up so it becomes clear why they end up the way they did during and also after the Horus Heresy. For me personally, I was amazed on how much this book managed to change my view of the Alpha Legion. Before this book I had always considered them more of like a meme legion, that managed to become so complex that they kinda confused themselves into oblivion. But the story behind the 20th is so much more interesting than that. Now after this book they are kinda contesting with the Night Lords for the spot of my #1 favorite traitor legion. This book also answers tons of questions about the Alpha Legion that we previously didn't know, such as who is the leader of the Alpha Legion, what is his or their backstory, who is Alpharius and why is everyone Alpharius. So it's definitely a must read for people interested in the Alpha Legion. Furthermore, there's also tons of foreshadowing for those somewhat familiar with the lore of the Horus Heresy. Although keep in mind that the book is written from the perspective of the Primarch of the least trustworthy legion in the galaxy, so to what extent we can really trust all this information is something only Jimmy Space really knows. Lore reasons aside, the book is also a real good page turner. If I didn't have to hold a presentation the next day, I'd probably finish this book in one go. Needless to say, I finished it the next day. The story is fast paced, has a very satisfying main character, and the diary style is very different from the usual Warhammer books. I should also mention that the book is a bit short, with only over 170 pages, but it didn't feel like the story rushed anything, so it's not really a complaint, more just something that you might want to know. All in all, I'm gonna give this book 5 out of 5 Black Library stars. It is clever on so many levels that I can't really tell without spoilers, just read it and you'll see it for yourself. Furthermore, it's incredibly important in terms of lore, so an absolute must read for all fans of 40k lore. Fair warning though, you will want to start an Alpha Legion army after reading this, so prepare your wallet. That's all I got for you today. Or is it?